I'm from Sisterworks. I am the process and production engineer. I am in charge of all the production that we do at Sisterworks and also the product development. So today I'm in my house and I'm going to teach you how to make beeswax wraps. So beeswax is an amazing fabric that is layered with beeswax and jojoba oil and pine resin, and it makes the fabric waxy, so you can cover your food, you can keep everything fresh, and you can use it instead of the cleaning wrap, and it's to reduce waste, which is really good for our planet. And this one you can just wash it with cold water and reuse it as much as you can. So I have some things here already wrapped, like this is kale, so this is wrapped in one of my beeswax, and it keeps my kale very fresh. And I have this, which is an avocado dip that I did it like 2 days ago, and I keep it close with my beeswax, and it keeps fresh and very nice. So to start, the first thing that we need is a piece of cotton fabric. So I'm going to do a small size today. We need an iron and something to cover the table. And we need baking paper. So we put the fabric in the middle of the baking paper. And we are going to sprinkle a little bit of our mix, the mix of the beeswax. So we are going to sprinkle a little bit like this. You don't need to sprinkle like a lot. So we're going to see first like how this absorbs, and then if we need more, we can apply more. This is the good things of beeswax, like you never go wrong. If you apply a lot, you can just put another piece of fabric and absorb the wax, or if you add a little bit, you can just add a little bit more and get to the right consistency. I'm going to close the paper here, and my iron is already hot. So this one is a little bit different than just ironing clothes. You need to press the iron in the fabric, so then you will be able to melt all these little pebbles of wax, and the fabric will absorb all this wax, and we will create our beeswax wraps. So I'm just pressing. So I always said, for those that hate ironing, don't worry, because this is not the same. So I'm just pressing and pressing, allowing my fabric to absorb all the wax. We have been doing beeswax almost for 2 years at Sisterworks, and our customers love our beeswax wraps. We have different sizes. We have one pack that comes with a small, medium, and large, and we also have like a lasagna size. So very versatile to cover any kind of containers that you have at home. And from this year, we are selling, during the pandemic and everything that people is doing more things at home, we are selling a beeswax kit that I'm going to show you later, which has the mix of this mix already done. So you just need to copy exactly what I'm doing in this video, and you will have your beeswax wraps at home made from you. So I already add one layer, and I can see that I still have some parts of my fabric with no wax. So I'm going to add a little bit more just in the corners. It looked pretty good, but I'm going to add a little bit more. Another good thing of buying a do-it-yourself beeswax kit is you can refresh your beeswax whenever you need. And then you keep them with a good quantity of wax all the time. But if you wash them with cold water, you shouldn't have any problem. But sometimes we can make mistakes and wash them with a little bit warm water. So I add a little bit of wax just in the corners. The middle looks pretty good. And maybe I will add just a tiny bit more. And then I'm going to do the same that I did before. I'm pressing, so I'm melting all this wax in the fabric. You can see some bubbles actually when you are melting the wax. You will see some bubbles around the iron, and that means that it's working well. So yes, a little bit more. So for this one you can use your iron, but make sure you have like a little piece of fabric and then wipe it very good. If you don't have a lot of wax around, your iron will never get dirty because the wax doesn't pass through the paper. So I'm just getting into the corners and I'm finishing this part. So for this you can use any cotton fabric. I don't recommend like thick cotton. It's better like something thin, but can be like fabric for quilting. But just thin, because if not you need to really add a lot of wax in your fabric. At some time it doesn't get too sticky, so it's better to work with something thin. So this is looking pretty good. So now I'm going to remove from here. Be careful because this is hot. So I hope you can see, it's very shiny. It's because it's full of the wax. So I'm going to give a little bit of air here. It feels really good. So I choose a beautiful fabric with some flowers to add this beeswax to my collection. Okay, I think it's good. And now we can hang it here in a cloth rack like that, and we wait until it's dry. So you can reuse this paper to do a lot of beeswax. And as I said, usually you have a little bit of extra, you can put another fabric and you can absorb all that wax. So this is our beeswax kit. So inside this one, it comes the baking paper, which is bigger than the one I'm using today because we put bigger size of fabric inside, so the baking paper. We have the instructions how to use your beeswax with some photos and everything, so very easy to follow. That includes five pieces of fabric, small, medium and large, and 2 lasagna size. And it also includes the beeswax mix. So to finalize the class today, I'm going to show you some of my beeswax. So I have small size in a lot of different colors. I haven't used a clean rub, I think, for 2 years, which is pretty amazing. Make sure you always cover your food when it's cold, because this has wax, so it will melt. And I also have some medium design, like flowers. I have one with hands. I love flowers, so most of mine are flowers, butterflies. This is like the lasagna size, so you can have an idea of the size. All the information is in our website. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoy this class, and I hope you will take the opportunity to make beeswax at home and yeah, do something good for the planet. Thank you very much. Bye.
Let's get ready to walk the Bluestones again. Let's curse Punt Road. Let's ride the Frankston line. Let's dodge swooping Maggies. Let's cross the Inglorious River. Let's get ready to chuck hook turns in the rain. Let's order obnoxious coffees. Let's queue for dimmies. Let's avoid outbound on the Tulla. Let's wear the blackest black. Let's Gertrude. Let's Bay. Let's Burke. Let's Hoddle. Let's Melbourne again. An initiative to reinvigorate Melbourne from those who love this city.